OG.
Top5rapwebsite.com. You already know what's going on. Another Friday live stream. Hold on, let me pull the joint up on my iPad. I like to watch my live streams with the iPad sitting in front of me, like in case it drops out or anything, I can see what you guys are seeing. So one quick moment as we troubleshoot a bit. How was y'all day? Good, great. I pretty much finished all my Christmas shopping. You know, today's Black Friday, so they have all the good deals online. So I pretty much finished all my Christmas shopping today. I ain't got to worry about it. All that's left is just to get a couple gift cards. You know what I mean? You're getting like 4 or 5 gift cards. That's pretty much it. But the main stuff, like the stuff for my girl and all that type stuff, I already got all that stuff. So I feel pretty good about that. What about y'all? Holiday shopping? What's up with you? Okay, I think we're good now. All right, so boom. Before we start, we are going to get into number one, new videos on the channel. We got some new videos on the channel. I'm sure you guys have seen them, but for those who haven't, we just got really a lot of commentary on a new Kendrick album. Me just seeing what people think, seeing what people has to say. You guys will notice earlier this week, I was dropping videos out in the wild. You know what I mean? Like I was in Arizona for last week. We left on Saturday to Arizona. Then we went out to the Grand Canyon and all that. So that's why you see my videos are looking like how they're looking, like this.
All right, so
someone actually pointed out where I was when I posted this. Someone in these comments, they're like, "Oh, you're at the Red Rocks." That's exactly where I was. And I mean, where on earth do you get rocks this color? You know what I mean? So I mean, but still, good eye, great eye. And where's the other one? Yeah, this is like the night before we left. I did a little video. You guys seem to like those videos though. Those had decent amount of views, a lot of engagement. You know, they're only like a minute, 2 minutes a piece. But I just felt like, when the whole Kendrick and Drake thing popped off, earlier this year, them niggas, like, I was on vacation, then they started dropping. Like, Euphoria came out, then I was like, all right, boom. I went on vacation, only like 3 days. But then that's when 616 and Not Like Us and everything happened while I'm on vacation. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just do these little, quick little videos when I'm out in the wild like that. Shout out to the chat. Y'all screaming Mustard, HUR, Tony Lee. Shout out to Anis. Sending you love from Long Beach. Shout out Long Beach. I used to live in Lakewood for a while. I lived in Lakewood for a minute. When I worked in West LA, I used to live in Lakewood, right by the Lakewood Mall, right by the bowling alley. Everybody's getting a hug for Christmas. Money's tight out shit. Yeah. I actually went a lot lighter with gifts this year than I normally do. Because like my birthday falls around this time. So I usually go somewhere for my birthday. Like I usually go snowboarding for my birthday. So I went lighter on gifts, way lighter. Sorry for bad English. Been loving your output lately. Oh, thank you. Everyone looking at you while making them videos, you had to keep them short. Yeah, I wasn't really tripping at the people looking at me. I was just like, I don't get to edit those videos, right? Like when I do these videos out in the wild. So I'm like, let me keep it short before I start being like, stuttering and then like doing shit where I would just normally edit it out of a video. In the live streams, obviously, I don't get to edit these either. So, anyways, Capricorn King. No, not Capricorn. Sagittarius. My birthday is next week. Sagittarius. Right on the verge, though. But anyways, shout out to everybody in the chat, and shout out to the lurkers. Your lurkers. I always shout out my lurkers. You're not in the chat. You're not in the comments, but you're watching. Shout out to y'all. It's all good. So anyways, what we're going to do today, if I can find it. There we go. That boy. Louaista. This is like one of his biggest videos that he's done. Kendrick Lamar's new album Changes Everything. And I feel that it's only fitting to watch this because we've already had a week to sit with the album. As you guys know, I really like the album. I've done a reaction video. Every single song I reacted to. I enjoyed myself with this album. You go to Mammoth, Big Bear, Tahoe. Yeah, I go to Big Bear, I go to Tahoe. Not Mammoth. I'll be going to Lake Arrowhead though. Yeah, I'm a Sag too. Shout out Sag gang. Charlotte says, I already feel attacked. There's no reason to feel attacked. But anyways, we're going to jump right into it with that boy, Louaista. I'll put the video link in the description in case you guys want to watch it without my commentary later. Let's do this.
Hip-hop fans were peeping new releases from artists like Kenny Mason and Boldy James.
This is as high as it goes. So I can't put it any higher. So I don't know how it sounds to you guys.
But it seemed like a relatively low-key week when it came to new music. The only other real thing of note that was going down was J. Cole adding his legendary mixtapes to streaming services after years of longing from his fans.
Yeah, Cole actually just did that. I need to go re-listen to the warm-up and Friday Night Lights. It's on streaming. Is it all the original songs, all the original beats and samples? I need to go listen to those again. I ain't listened to those since like 2012.
Until suddenly, a single post that came out of nowhere changed everything. This year, Kendrick Lamar's X account has been on an unparalleled run, where everything that's appeared on it has been of major cultural significance. And after using it to debut his famed diss tracks, ranging from Euphoria to Not Like Us, and announcing his Super Bowl performance on the same account, he once again brought hip-hop to a standstill with the release of a surprise new album titled GNX. But what does the album represent? And does its content tell us whether K-Dot is returning to peacetime or ramping up for another war with the people that he's shaded on the project?
I think there was some shots that Kendrick threw on a project, but I think it's just him having fun. I think a lot of people, when they first heard GNX, the general consensus was, this is dope, but this ain't the real album. Kendrick has something that he's been working on that's going to follow this up, right? We all felt like this is like very mixtapey.
And let's break down Kendrick's new album, GNX. For starters, let's talk about the timing of the project. Just days after he was crowned Rapper of the Year by Apple Music, people wondered how this was possible without him releasing a full-length album. So, just like he once silenced retirement rumors sparked by a Twitter user by kicking off the rollout for
he was Rapper of the Year. I almost said Apple of the Year. He was a Rapper of the Year. Even though, yes, he didn't have a full project, and yes, he only dropped about 4 songs prior to GNX. Now with GNX out, he's for sure Rapper of the Year. But even prior to that, like, he had the biggest year. You know what I mean?
morale, he's shut down his critics once again, this time by dropping an entirely new project. And when I say surprise, I mean it. According to industry insider Brian Zizuk, even his label found out on Friday morning. Now, the record has made such an immediate splash that many believe it will dethrone the Wicked soundtrack from claiming the top spot. Named after the 1987 Buick Grand National DMX, which came out the year he was born, this album could have easily just been a victory lap for K-Dot after a wild 2024. But instead, he decided that he wasn't taking his foot off of anyone's neck.
It's just a regional album with some good sounds from Kendrick, like good regional sounds, good raps. I really like Whacked Out Murals. I really like The Heart Part 6. I really like Hey Now. That Hey Now joint, like y'all heard the Hey Now? Let me see if I can find that Hey Now remix that got Draco the Ruler on it. Let me see. Because when you listen to Not Like Us, Hey Now, that whole first or second verse, I guess, sometimes you gotta pop out and show nigga. Like that's Draco the Ruler's flow. If you never listened to Draco the Ruler.
I ain't giving no more time to a goofy nigga. Drop 100K on a loser nigga. The first nigga send him.
Yeah, that's Draco the Ruler's flow. Facts. I mean, where's my, come on, Ack, where you at?
Facts.
It's Draco the Ruler.
I'ma crucify him with the team, know it's do or die.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get too deep in it. We ain't trying to get copywritten, you know what I mean?
In fact, he took plenty of shots at both familiar enemies and even some new foes. So let's decode the project. Although it's essentially the intro to the album, the song Whacked Out Murals proved that Kendrick was ready to go to war from the outset. And after witnessing it happen from the shadows, he finally decided to speak out about Lil Wayne's grumbling about the Super Bowl. On the track, he references his Wayne fandom, as well as the response he received from Tunchi about his upcoming halftime show performance in New Orleans.
And which is fine because, like, yo, Lil Wayne, we're tired of hearing you cry about the Super Bowl. Nigga, you are never gonna get it anyways. Like, you're mad because Kendrick got it. Like, Kendrick really likes Lil Wayne as a rapper, which to me it's always struck me as strange because I'm someone who really likes Kendrick's music and I don't hear Wayne when I listen to Kendrick. So it's always been odd to me. So, but I'm guessing now I'm glad we're at the point where we can be like, all right, everyone's slandering Lil Wayne. Y'all finally caught up to where I'm at. Ack gets an L for being surprised with us. Y'all saw Academics' reaction to the GNX. Fair. I mean, he's being fair. This is why when he does these little narratives and stuff, like just creating stories out of nothing, I know it's kind of cap because I know he can be a fair observer of hip hop when he wants to. Like, anyways. Yo, did I watch that Law and Crime about Drake? Is it true? I don't know. Maybe should I watch it? Should we watch that Law and Crime about Drake? I watched the Law and Crime Network. You talking about with the white dude, right? The lawyer dude. I didn't watch the Drake episode though. Right on time for work. Shout out to Colonel Harris in the chat. Just question: what Drake connection with XXX and Tatiana? I don't know about that. They say Drake had something to do with X and the whole Miami thing, but I can't confirm that. You hear more 3 Stacks and Kenny than Wayne. That's facts. Like I don't hear Wayne at all when I listen to Kendrick.
Bumped the Carter 3. I held my rolly chain proud. Irony. I think my hard work
let Lil Wayne down.
This is a direct reference to everything that's gone down since it was revealed that K-Dot was scheduled to perform over the hometown hero, Lil Wayne.
So, like I said, it broke me, and I'm just trying to put me back together.
Broke you, man. Shut up.
My God, you all helped me. Thanks to all my peers, my friends, my family, my homies on sports television, everybody repping me. I really appreciate that. I really do. I feel like I let all of y'all down by not getting that opportunity. But I'm working on me, and I'm working. Thank you.
He said, I'll let y'all down by not getting that opportunity because I think he hears the critiques also. Like the things I'm saying, like Wayne, like, come on, bro. Like you have no family-friendly music anyways. What are you going to perform at the Super Bowl? And look at your recent performances. I think he's hearing all the people say this. That's why he's like, yeah, like I need to work on me. I feel like I let y'all down. Central 99 said the K-Dot Glaze is getting scary. What you mean though? Like, because people like the album? Yeah, calling fandom Glaze is corny as fuck. I mean, what do you mean, Central 99? The K-Dot Glaze is getting scary. It's scary because you find it scary because what? People like the album? Kendrick said he appreciated the work ethic of Wayne back in the day. I mean, sure. Glaze has to get retired soon. If Wayne never cried, we will witness Mona Lisa on stage because Kendrick loved Wayne. I don't even want to see Mona Lisa get performed. I don't want Wayne nowhere. There's certain niggas I don't want nowhere near Kendrick's music. Kendrick's music is already A1. Wayne is one of them dudes. Stay away, man. And including these dudes that's on Kendrick albums. AZ, Chike, Lefty, Gunplay, Dodie 9, or Dodie 6, whatever his name is. I don't want to hear these dudes on Kendrick music, man. I'm sorry, I don't. Central 99, your message got retracted. That's not me. Like whatever you're saying, like you gotta censor a word or so. Then YouTube will let it through. They like YouTube automatically censors certain words. You just gotta censor it correctly. Put asterisks or whatever.
As opposed to doing that work on himself that he alluded to, Weezy has continued to grow increasingly bitter over not receiving this opportunity and almost blaming K-Dot for it. Even as he was handed the key to the city, he controversially claimed that he had been robbed at Weezyana Fest.
That moment I said to myself, I want to be on stage for the Super Bowl one day in front of my mom.
Bro, just because you say it don't mean it. Like it's not a tragedy that Wayne didn't get picked for the Super Bowl halftime show. If Kendrick didn't get picked and another rapper got picked, that would be a tragedy. Imagine if Drake got picked, or imagine if Jay-Z put himself in a halftime show, or who's another rapper who could, if Future got picked, it would be a tragedy. Like, why isn't, like, Kendrick clearly is the best one of 2024. Why isn't he doing it? I would love to hear a Blue and Kendrick collab. Y'all like to hear that. Blue might actually be in the chat. Blue be popping in. Jonathan Barnes. Look out for the name Jonathan Barnes. He be popping in and out. Shout out to Blue.
And I worked my ass off to get that position, and it was ripped away from me. But this moment right here, they can't take that, man. They can't take that from me. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for yourself.
Shout Aaron in the chat.
As if that wasn't enough to try Kung Fu Kenny's patience, Wayne decided to rock his OVO owl pendant in support of Drake while referencing Not Like Us at one of his shows.
They don't like us.
After all this victim mentality from Weezy, and
Facts.
refusing to be happy for a kid who was a disciple of his, K-Dot finally had enough. On top of those bars, let's not act like the cover art might not be a little allusion towards the Carter 2, right down to the black and white photo. Clearly, the whole situation didn't bother Kendrick. After all, this is one of his heroes who have been gracious towards him when he's shown nothing but love.
That moment in the studio with Wayne, me and J-Rock in the studio with Wayne, I never told Wayne this. That changed my perspective about work ethic. I knocked out about 12 verses, and this is feature Wayne at the moment. Man, he's not no motherfucking fly-by-night verses.
12 verses. I gotta hear them verses, because, like, I don't know, ever since I was in school and Wayne was super popular, like 07, 08, people go crazy over these Wayne verses. You tell me a dude knocked out 12 verses, and if I listen to 8 of them 12 verses and 8 of them is just basura, that's not impressive to me. It's not impressive.
It's to sit right there and thought out right in front of your face and smashing him. And he's excited about it. And he's loving music. And he loves what he's doing. That gave me a whole nother appreciation. And we took that same intensity and that work ethic and we applied it moving forward from having that feature for all my life.
Let's not forget that Kendrick is such an avid supporter of Wayne's that he even went out of his way to try and stop him from throwing his career away when he fell on hard times.
Nigga talking about retiring and shit, nigga.
No.
Nigga, I'm in the motherfucking studio, nigga, doing motherfucking features, nigga. Nigga, I seen you, nigga, 2007, nigga, 2008, nigga, I seen you knock out motherfucking 10 fucking features in a row, nigga, back to back, nigga.
Now, it turns out that Wayne is ready to go to war with Kendrick too over his recent bars on Whacked Out Murals. In a tweet posted at 1 a.m. on Saturday, Weezy said,
So I just thought this was, I'll be early. Like, when it comes to certain stuff, like hip hop, like politics, like stuff that I'm just keyed in on, I just be right about stuff. Now it's cool to hate on Lil Wayne. Hey, I'm not mad that y'all are late. Welcome. Nigga, I've been saying this shit about Wayne, man. Been saying it. I don't even understand why Kendrick, like, is so in awe of him. I don't listen to Wayne raps and be like, this is impressive. When y'all was listening to Wayne in 07, 08, I was listening to Lupe Fiasco, like a real actual lyricist with like depth. So when I hear Wayne say, oh, fuck Pusha T, anybody that love him, his head up his ass, I'm gonna have to head butt him. His head up his ass. I'm gonna have to head butt him.
No bars. Not a bar.
When I hear Wayne say that, I've already heard Lupe dumb it down. Lupe failure. I got few friendships. Friends tend to shift, leave you to fend for yourself in the midst defenseless. In any instance, your right hand can turn to witness. Your right hand could turn to witness. Had to develop long vision like senseless. I've already heard like in-depth rapping. So when I'm hearing Lil Wayne head up his ass, I'm gonna have to head butt him. Y'all niggas, not my chat and not my lurkers, but them niggas, they're like, oh my gosh, head, ass, head, butt, ass. Like, they're just like, oh my God. Where's that damn Eminem? Well, y'all remember that meme? What's up? My name is Eminem. I gave your girl Eminem. I gotta see that one time. Where is that? Right here. This is how y'all acted over Lil Wayne in '08. I remember it, man. This was y'all.
The Eminem, so I gave her an Eminem.
Oh my God.
You see that one more time.
Hi, my name is Eminem. Your girl wanted Eminem, so I gave her an Eminem.
Oh my God.
That was y'all. The oh my God, like not y'all, not the chat, not the lurkers. Shout out the lurkers. Just hit subscribe. It's cool. You don't got to post in the chat. Just hit subscribe. But I'm glad y'all are finally on board. Let's keep it going.
And what the fuck did I do? I just be chilling and they still come for my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep. I beg you all. No one really wants destruction, not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed. And once
You're not, come on, Wayne. You are not touching Kendrick in any way, shape, or form. Let me hit this chat real quick. I know Central 99, let me see what you said. Kendrick deserves it, but coming with all the LA music in New Orleans is wild. Well, number one, Kendrick's not from LA, he's from Compton. Number two, his music isn't regional. The GNX thing, that's his first regional sounding album. Like, none of his other albums or music sounds like LA or Compton. So I don't think that's a big deal. He don't need to be near Kendrick music either. I mean, facts. You get no argument from me. Dre should have got picked, then went on a rant about not getting, or Kanye should have got picked, then went on a rant about not getting picked. He got bigger records than anybody. Right. Kanye, why isn't Kanye? Well, they're not going to let Kanye do a Super Bowl with how controversial he's been against, that community. We ain't going to even say that, we ain't getting into that. They gave Wayne too much. Who said the Super Bowl will be all LA music? It will be all Kendrick music. Facts. Like, yeah. Wayne's mixtape run through Carter 3 actually changed rap. I do agree with you. Who said that? Jason S. Wayne's mixtape run through the Carter 3 did change rap. I just think it changed rap for the worse. I think it changed rap for the worse. But it did change rap. That's correct. You can't deny it. Can't deny it. We lucky they didn't pick Eminem. He sold more than anyone. Right. Oh man, I'm glad Man at the Garden and Hard Part 6 reincarnated whacked out murals have no features. This is all masterpiece. Facts. Why not LA Antics should be in New Orleans? Hip hop needs a spark. Let me see. TV up is gonna go off. TV off is gonna go up. Yeah, Kendrick gotta do TV off. He gotta hit that mustard at the Super Bowl. Got to. Not gonna lie, imagine feeling down about not representing your city, then K-Dot mentioning you on his album. I'd be pissed too. Well, the reason Wayne got mentioned, like really, K-Dot would have probably ended up bringing Wayne on stage with him. Maybe to let Wayne perform his own song or to do a song they have together, which is Mona Lisa. Kendrick is that type of dude who would have brought Wayne up there. Now with all the bitching that Wayne is doing, okay, now I'm going to send some shots at you on the intro to my album. Shut your old ass up, man. All this crying you doing, come on, man, like... If you would have just kept your mouth shut, Kendrick probably would have brought your ass on stage, like, boom. You know what I mean? But now you doing all this crying and whining. Now, okay, and instead of bringing you on stage at the Super Bowl, nigga, I'm sending shots at you. And you better hope I don't perform that song when I'm at the Super Bowl. And fuck you, by the way. Lupe is nice, but Wayne was on a run in 07 to 08. It was actually crazy. Yeah, I know. I was there. Wayne was on a run and everyone loved Wayne. I just didn't. I didn't find him impressive lyrically. Like, again, 07, 08, y'all's listening to Wayne, going crazy over them lyrics. Oh, what's up? My name's Eminem. I gave your girl an Eminem. That's how Lil Wayne sound to me. I was listening to Lupe, most def. Like, 09, I was listening to Kendrick Cole. 10, Kendrick Cole. Like, y'all was going crazy over Young Money and shit. I don't understand it now, and I didn't understand it then. But yeah, it was a run, but not for me though. Wayne is a GOAT for a lot of 35-year-olds. I mean, okay. Wayne is strictly punchline. That's it. That's all. Kanye West got snubbed. Not Wayne. Yeah, if anything, Kanye West. Tetsuo in Youth is better than anything Wayne has ever recorded, but Wayne's run was legendary. Facts. I agree with that. Aaron said Wayne had some heat back then, but he definitely was babbling nonstop, non sequiturs. That's facts.
Facts.
We wanted Wayne to get flowers, but wanted music from Juvie, Big Timers, and Boozy to wipe him down. Come on, bro. Dre got, I hear you. But think about the Super Bowl. You got Boosie, Wayne, Juvenile, Birdman, BG. Who wants to see that? Like, nobody wants to see that, man. Nobody wants to see that. It's a small group that actually wants to see Boosie perform. It's a small group when you look at the demographics of who watches the Super Bowl, which is all of America. It's a very tiny percentage who even knows who Lil Boosie is. We ain't trying to see them niggas at the Super Bowl. Let me get back to this, man.
Once again, the community had begun to call him out for acting oblivious and claimed that he would get smoked by Kendrick if he had a rap battle with him. As upset as he was about Weezy's behavior, Kendrick soon revealed that he wasn't the only person that switched up. And this time, the culprit was a lot closer to home than New Orleans. In that same verse, Kendrick takes some time to express his hurt at Snoop Dogg for sharing Drake's tailor-made freestyle, a track which sampled not only an AI version of D.O.G.'s voice, but Kendrick's hero, Tupac's as well.
You supposed to be the boogeyman, go do what you do, unless it's a moment that you tell us
it's not really you.
Now, Kendrick has made it known how shocked he was.
Let it go.
And to clarify, K-Dot isn't paranoid. It really happened. For Dot, this must feel like a far cry from the days where he literally handed the torch of the West Coast to him in 2015. At that moment, a young K-Dot shed tears on stage for how happy he was to receive it.
I'm gonna say this, never mean this. Nigga, you got the torch, nigga, you better run with it. You better run with it, nigga, because it's yours.
Yo, Rudy RA in the chat just mentioned Q-Tip's Renaissance album. That's a great album that does not get enough talk. Like, Q-Tip's Renaissance album is a great album.
However, in recent times, Snoop has taken a neutral stance that Kendrick might perceive as disloyalty. For instance, when asked about Kendrick headlining the Super Bowl, Snoop refused to firmly endorse him, opting for a non-committal response.
Well, I don't really have no opinion, but what I do want to say is that just remember what it is.
Miss AG said, why almost all songs on Ice Cube's new album are remakes trying to copy K-Dot? I actually haven't listened to Ice Cube's new album. I heard the single, Ego. His flow is just... Ice Cube he never developed his flow past a certain time. Like after like 92, the niggas just said like I'm done progressing in terms of like flow. Ice Cube still rap like it's 1988. I swear. We fuck with Ice Cube though, but it's like you gotta, like when Kendrick said on the album, he was like on Whacked Out Murals, he's like, yo, these old ass flows, old ass rappers, old ass flows. I immediately thought of Ice Cube. Ice Cube got some old ass flows, man. When he raps, it just sounds old, and he's not even old like that. But when he raps, it sounds like some. Let me stop. It just sounds dated. His rapping sounds very dated. Like you gotta switch up your flow. Shit is garbage. What you trying to acknowledge? You know what I mean?
It was 15 years ago when it comes to hip hop. How many hip hop artists was able to grace that stage 15 years ago? So I understand both sides of the coin, and I understand how people feel. I have no answer, no opinion, because I had the opportunity to get up there via Dr. Dre. I didn't do any Snoop Dogg songs. I was up there helping Dr. Dre, and it became a great moment for all of us. So at the same time, Lil Wayne is the GOAT of New Orleans.
Shout out to Ice Cube though.
For 3 years, and I watched his whole career come to life, and then watch them become the biggest. I watched him get bigger than me. You feel what I'm saying? And I was gigantic at the time, and I love seeing his growth. And me and Wayne is family to this day. Me and Kendrick is family to this day. And me and Jay-Z and me and Roger Goodell. So I don't know who is the decision maker. All I know is that I'll be home watching the Super Bowl, and when the halftime show come on, I'll be watching that as well.
But it seems like Snoop might have really been impaired when he shared that infamous story, because when pressed, he immediately backpedaled and let K-Dot know that he's the ruler of the coast. K-Dot new album GNX, it was the edibles. West.
Yeah, Kendrick or Snoop was like, yeah. Shout out to Kendrick. Yeah, I don't know why I reposted that tailor-made freestyle diss, by Drake. But yeah, you're right. It was the edibles. I was tripping. My fault. There you go.
Snoop's endorsement of Taylor Made wasn't the only way Kendrick clapped back at Drake's appropriation of West Coast legends. On the track Reincarnated, K-Dot sampled Tupac's Made Brothers from Gang Related.
Made niggas.
It was done in a way where he seemed to be reiterating that he was the heir to Tupac's throne.
I did bash like percussion last year when it me up, reincarnated on this earth for 100
Aside from commentary on Drake owning one of Pac's rings,
yo, the last verse of Reincarnated, every individual is only a version of you. All that, yo, that's a hard verse. Like, I've probably put that in my top 20 Kendrick verses. Conceptually, is first I thought, who is Kendrick talking to? Is Kendrick talking to God? But when I re-listened, I was like, this is God and Satan having a convo. Right? Am I wrong? Last verse of Reincarnated? Because then God was like, he was like, yo, you were one of my best musicians. And like, wasn't Satan, like, I don't know. If people who are more studied in the Bible than me, let me know. But Satan was like a musician, right? Then he got kicked out of heaven or something like that. Like, that's what Kendrick is saying. Like, that's the conversation in the verse. That, yo, it's different. It's only a few rappers that's dropping verses and songs like that really make you think. Snoop Dogg kissing the ring. Kendrick checking niggas off 2024. Chill. Yeah, God and Satan. Yeah, God and Satan. That's what I thought. He also said he rewrote the devil's story. Yeah, so yeah, exactly. Right. Okay. So yeah, that's a great verse. Last verse of Reincarnated, amazing.
Explicit nods to Pac that he's made on wax, since he had a conversation with him on the conclusion of To Pimp a Butterfly on the track Mortal Man. But even after Drake seemingly bowed out of the beef, Kendrick made it clear that he wasn't done with Drizzy
speaking
just
through
yet.
Kendrick,
On Whacked Out Murals, Kendrick seemed to be hinting towards Drake's attempts to get dirt on Dot through financial means, only for his nearest and dearest in Compton to refuse to give anything up, even when the bag or cryptocurrency was waved in front of them.
Niggas from my city couldn't entertain no boy. Promising bank transactions and even Bitcoin.
Promising bank transactions and even Bitcoin. Hold on. Do I got the Bitcoin? Hold on. It's gonna pop up. Where's my Bitcoin? Where's my Bitcoin thing? We got the PlayStation. Bitcoin, there we go. Promising bank transactions and even Bitcoin. All right, we back at it.
Plus, he seemed to let it be known that there would never be a ceasefire either, insisting that there will be no mediation that could get them on the same side ever again.
I never piece it up. That shit don't sit well with me. Before I take a truth,
I'll take it on the hell with me.
Staying with Whacked Out Murals, even the song's title is a reference to the feud between himself and Drizzy. It alludes to this portrait of Kendrick that was displayed at the restaurant Misa Bor in
Yeah, I actually don't agree with Kendrick making a song about this. Obviously, if you don't even got to be from LA to understand what's going on here. Someone whacked out his mural. Whacking out means someone is tagging their gang shit over it. To go on a song and like, I guess to call these people out or to like to antagonize them. Like, I don't like speaking about gang shit on my channel. But like when we're speaking about LA rappers and like inevitably this topic is going to come up, right? So I'll try to speak on it without speaking on it. This is obviously a mural, like a Nipsey Hussle has murals in LA like this. Tupac has murals in LA like this. Kobe has murals like this in LA like this. And Kendrick does too. It's only a couple people. Kendrick, not even really Kendrick. Kendrick is just now getting them. Kobe, Nipsey, Tupac. That's it. Now Kendrick is one of them dudes. I haven't even seen a Snoop Dogg mural, to this degree. Snoop Dogg will get his though. But for Kendrick to come on and like, why even speak about this? Like, again, I don't want to speak on gang shit, so I'll keep it real short. I'll say that gangs are a plague on LA. People talk about LA is united and all this because, like, they've heard some albums from Kendrick that they like. They saw the Pop Out show. It's not united. The gangs fucking ruin everything, right? As you can see. An artist took hours of their day and painted this mural, and they just destroyed it, right? They ruin everything. They make it so you can't go outside. They kill innocent people, stray bullets and all types of shit, right? Can't wear certain hats, certain colors. Like it's like fucking Nazi Germany because of these motherfuckers, right? They ruin everything, but I am not I don't even want Kendrick to speak about shit like this. Like, do you realize that, Kendrick, these niggas will kill you, bro, over simple disrespect. This is how low IQ like some people operate in LA. People think, oh, Kendrick the great unifier, Kendrick this, Kendrick that. One of these gang people, you talk about, oh, niggas just whacked out my, Kendrick, these niggas will kill you. Period. Look what they did to Nipsey. And Nipsey was way more active in LA than Kendrick. Like you can go to Nipsey's store and see Nipsey. Like you can be in LA and see Nipsey. Like he was very approachable. He was very, not approachable. He was very out there. He was outside in LA. Coming on record and talking about nigga just whacked out my murals. Fuck everybody. Like, okay. Okay. I don't want gang members in Kendrick music. Like, man, Kendrick Lamar is for nerds. Music nerds like me. Keep these gang niggas. I don't want to hear that on Kendrick's music. You niggas stay over there and do your gang raps and all that. I'm not trying to hear gang members on Kendrick's music. I'm not trying to hear dumb niggas either. And there's a couple dumb niggas that's on Kendrick's album. But again, we're not calling nobody out. And I'm also not trying to hear Kendrick's, oh, someone just whacked out my music. Bro, leave it alone. Because, like, you're not above getting killed either. And there's enough low IQ people who will kill Kendrick over simple disrespect. So, like, the whole whacked out murals thing, I kind of wish he never even said nothing about that.
Being defaced by sour Drake fans. Today, they celebrated K-Dot saluting them, writing on IG
Go Gadget said I'm reaching. How am I reaching? I mean, if I'm wrong, let me know. Let me know how I'm wrong. Let me know. You say I'm reaching. I see some people disagreeing. It's completely fine to disagree. Let me know. Let's start a dialogue.
A few months ago, our Kendrick mural got hit. Of course, we were pissed and wanted to fix it, but it just kept getting worse. Flash forward to today, and Kendrick drops a song about the situation. It doesn't necessarily make it okay, but it does feel good to have our hard work in the community immortalized in a song by one of the greatest to ever do it. Thank you at Kendrick Lamar for making the situation a little better today. But the subtle Drake slander and retracing of their beef didn't stop there. On Squabble Up, he kept at it, claiming that he still has beef and even referencing the fact that he brought Adonis into it with these bars.
Pipe down, young, be some hoe with the politics. With him, some, that's a lot of, don't hit him, he got kids with him, my apologies.
Among the most overt displays of shade towards Drake that the project features is that Kendrick still made the hard part 6 as if Drake's diss track of the same name never even happened. But rather than focus on hate, Dot used it to specifically salute his TDE brothers, firmly ending any speculation that there was some tension between them. Not only did he salute Absol,
Isis Beck said, ask yourself why gangs started. That has really nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Ask yourself why gangs were started. I don't know. I saw like a documentary on Tookie Williams, so I can tell you, I could probably recall how he started like his gang, but I'm not a gang. Yo, if you want gang shit, go to Back on Fig, go to what is that shit called? Swamp Stories. I'm not the gang aficionado. I don't even really care to speak about gangs. It's just that when we speak about LA rappers, so often it intersects with gangs. So I have to I try not to even speak on it, to be honest. I don't think he was saying it as if he was calling out gangs that did it, but he was just saying if Drake saw this on his mural, he'll move to Europe. Okay. See, Jeff Guapo, you're thinking about it a little differently. But the gang who went and whacked out the Kendrick mural, how do you think they feel about being mentioned in a song like this? Do you think they're like, oh, there because he's talking about Drake and Europe? No, they're like, this nigga is disrespecting us. I don't know. I would understand if they felt that way. They all get whacked out, just gotta accept it. I'm from LA, been here my whole life. Yeah, just gotta accept it. Why even talk about it on the, come on, man. Like, you never see Kendrick, he doesn't move around like an idiot, he'll be fine. Okay. That's what everybody thinks, right? That's what everybody thinks. Oh, yeah, he'll be fine. Yeah, he got security. Okay. No Vaseline is a hard act to follow, but K-Dot nailed it. But no Vaseline, yeah, that beat, yeah, Gangster Nation. Okay, y'all talking about Ice Cube in there. Where we at? I'm trying to see some disagreements. Troy is right. Y'all don't know what you're saying. I mean, I'm just saying my opinion. I'm trying to find disagreements. Who did I say earlier? I said, let me see. I'll let it play.
he used to study his style. Dot also reserved bars for his PG Lang partner Dave Free.
My nigga Dave had a champagne Acura. That nigga wore several hats, a producer, manager, director, and DJ. I watch him take some penitentiary chances, to say the least.
By doing this, he made it evident that all of Drake's attempts at tearing them apart, with rumors of Dave being the real father of his son, didn't put a dent in their bond. Later, he explained why Black Hippie never materialized quite how they hoped.
My motivation was the yearning for independence. Poured everything I had left in the family business. Now it's about Kendrick.
However, Kendrick decided to place the blame on himself and revealed why he decided to set up PG Lang in the first place.
I jog my memory knowing Black Hippie didn't work because of me. Creatively, I moved on with new concepts.
Yeah, and it's good to know why. I mean, there's at least closure to understand why we didn't get a Black Hippie album, which is Kendrick, Schoolboy Q, Absol, J-Rock. They were all supposed to drop a collab album. Kendrick is saying, oh, that was because of me. Because we always wondered, and that's probably why we didn't get the J. Cole collab album, too. All them years, we was waiting for the J. Cole and Kendrick album. And they acting like they were doing it. They dropped that Temptation song, which J. Cole actually just released that whole song, Temptation. And by the way, Kendrick, this song was probably recorded like in 2010. Kendrick washed him. Kendrick didn't gang bang. He never said he a gang member. Chad died from gang violence without being a gang member. Where did Drake even get the idea that day was with Whitney? That was so, man, I don't know. I don't know these guys' personal lives. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he was just trying to start shit. But he knew Kendrick and Dave were close. So maybe he just tried to stir something up there. He was just getting to the rest of the country up to speed to LA culture. He gave them 1 bar maximum. Sometimes 1 bar is too much. Kendrick is not even a rapper who, I mean, I don't know, man. This new album, it's more appealing to a different type of person. But Kendrick doesn't need that type of person. Like, he doesn't need that type of person in his fan base. Like, Kendrick got how he was, just appealing to us music nerds. I see my connection's looking a little fuzzy. We're gonna try to fix that. We're gonna let it go.
Heading back towards the realm of beef, Kendrick has made it clear that he is no longer playing it cool when it comes to the competition. After saluting Nas for acknowledging his Super Bowl performance when other legends ignored out of spite,
shout out Nas.
He then invoked the spirit on one mic on Man in the Garden.
Yeah, one mic, yeah.
He let it be known that he wasn't even slightly fazed by the prospect of further warfare. Alongside that, he seemed to salute himself for how he handled the Drake beef, claiming,
Down, don't you play with me and stay with me. I'm crashing out right now, no one's safe with me.
Before then saying,
I did it with integrity and still try hate on me. Just wait and see. More blood be spilling, it's just pain to me.
Then it was back to straight up shade in Drake's direction on Hey Now, where he suggested that he eliminated him once and for all.
This is really my song though, Hey Now, like, because it's taking me back to like early 2010s West Coast, New West, jerkin music, New Boys, YG. This beat is fresh out of that era.
Where he suggested that he eliminated him once and for all.
Play God, you gon' get what you asked for. We got the same 24, what you mad for? I put a square on his back.
Like I'm Jack Dorsey.
As if this message wasn't clear enough, he really drove it home with the line, "The black know I just strangled me a goat." Drake is angrily throwing threes on his basketball court right now after that one. But alongside all of the hate, there is plenty of room for love here too. On Dodger Blue, he salutes.
Space Cowboy said gang culture is a part of Kendrick's life. Why wouldn't he dabble that in his music? Well, Kendrick, he's been able to speak about it, like gangs and stuff in his music, without just being like, yo, someone whacked out my murals and I'm doing songs with gang members. He's been able to, like Good Kid, Mad City, he dove into like how the gangs related to him, and even on Overly Dedicated, which is really Kendrick's first album, Overly Dedicated. Kendrick got a verse, I was walking from Centennial, then an unidentified vehicle rolled up. I was like, hold up, where you from? I don't bang. Where you stay? West Side. That's a Pyru gang to be exact. Well, a Ruddick hat, blue across their hat, dropped backpack, ran inside of the cul-de-sac. Like, he's speaking about this, but he's speaking about how he's unaffiliated. On Pussy and Patron, Kendrick, pushing in my mama's van, stop for gas on Rosecrans. Trust me, these niggas rushed me for something my cousin probably did. Guilty by association. So the way he's speaking about it, it's like, I'm not even associated with these gangs, but I'm getting the blowback. He spoke about it in a different way. As opposed to being like, man, niggas just whacked out my murals. Fuck them niggas. And then gang member feature. Kendrick never made music like that. This is some new shit that he's doing right now. Like, Kendrick has always spoke about the gang aspect in his music, but he spoke about either how he's not affiliated or how them gang niggas need to get over it. Like on I Love Myself, that song off To Pimp a Butterfly. This new album is like it's different than any of his other albums. So he wasn't like he did his music with only Pyrus. He grabbed, I don't care about who's from which gang. I don't care. Doty's from 40s and Serenos. Like, I don't want gang niggas on Kendrick's music. That's not why I listen to Kendrick. I will go listen to them niggas if I want to hear niggas rap about they sets and all this, which I will never want to hear niggas rap about that. So I'm never going to listen to them niggas. Kendrick's music, this is not what we've become accustomed to listen to Kendrick's music and then just hear gang shit and niggas rapping about, like, come on, man. Am I wrong? Like, this is not what we are accustomed to listening to Kendrick's music. Apparently, you ain't got to be a gang member to sing rap. If K-Nack wasn't a gang banger, he is now. Ray said, if whacked out murals equals the hate for my excellence is real, I'm stronger than that. Let me see. Yeah, crazy, spooky, hilarious. Yeah, that's Lefty Gunplay. I always thought that he downplayed his gang relations, but he's respected there. Well, in Kendrick's other music, he's not a part of a gang. If you listen to Average Joe, where you from? I don't bang. Where you stay? West Side. That's a Pyru gang. Like, he's talking about, like, I don't affiliate it, but I live over there. Yeah, stay away from the gang shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to hear, like, I don't care, Troy, but he has nigga from this gang and he got a nigga from that gang and he's uniting the gangs. That's not his job, nigga. Like, it's not his job. That's never what his music has been about. You know, putting niggas on. It was about uniting people, but it wasn't like, I don't know.
The city of Los Angeles. And even then, he lets it be known that he's not to be played with. And after years of speculation, he seems to be finally willing to admit that he's really as affiliated to the streets as people have speculated. Because on this track, he let it be known that he's not a studio gangster. Instead, he's someone who's really grown up around the threat of violence and street politics.
It's more gang members rapping in LA than non, it seems. He's just trying to put money in the culture. Well, this is my issue with Kendrick, right? What was Watch the Party Die all about? Or you just rapping? If let's say what Drake got, let's take it as fact. Kendrick's just trying to help put money in the gang members' hands who are trying to do music. Then what the fuck was Watch the Party Die, that song? What was that all about? Well, you just talking, you just, putting words together. The gang shit is a part of the culture that needs to die. It needs to be completely evaporated, man. It is a stain on LA. It's a stain. Why the fuck would you want to put money into that? It's openings at Home Depot. You can get a job at Home Depot. The post office type shit. It's actual lyrical people who can play instruments and all that, who I would rather hear on a Kendrick album. And Kendrick got one of them. He got Dea Barrera. She's like singing the Spanish portions on his album. She's singing there. It's actual people who are actually from Kendrick's cloth, album artists who care about music, who put bars together, who I would rather hear than these niggas talking about whatever the fuck they talking about. Home Depot, it's an honest job. I'm not saying Home Depot to diss niggas, but it's like, you want to put money in a culture, them niggas could get a job at Home Depot. You want to put money in a culture? Then what was Watch the Party Die about? I don't know.
Here, Kendrick is basically referring to getting beaten up and coming back for his vengeance. And what's wild is that we literally have evidence of Kendrick trying to do just that to AD.
Rita Kelly said, be careful talking on it. They might come for you. And Rita, you're right. But think about how stupid it is, though. You're right. And someone said, why are you so mad about it? Because this is a super, like, people talk about, like, what's the worst? And I guess you have to be from a certain place, right? there used to be many black communities in LA. I know this because my family is all from LA. Everyone's from LA. Even when I grew up in LA, it was a black neighborhood. I was in like one of the few of them. In Inglewood, I lived on Crenshaw District. There were pockets, but I can't even fathom what my dad and what my mom saw and how many more black communities they saw growing up in LA. You got to ask yourself, what killed off the black communities? Now, I know the easy thing is, well, the white man and the white man and the white man. And okay, really it was crack, cocaine. And who was dealing the crack? But all you got to do is go watch Freeway Rick Ross. Go watch his interviews on Vlad TV. He will explain to you how the crack was, like how he was distributing it. He was one of the major dealers in LA. Kingpin, not dealer. He's a major kingpin. A large part of that, according to Freeway Rick Ross, was distributed via gangs. I mean, this shit is a blight on the black community, on LA in general. This is why I'm pissed about it. Like, I'm pissed. Yeah, I'm pissed. Someone's like, why are you pissed about it? Man, like, because you don't understand, man. I am. You right, Imperial Stats. I'm pissed about this. You right.
Of Back on Fig. During his No Jumper days, he discussed Dot literally trying to press him over an apparent run-in with a rival set in the past.
Hey, you wanna know a crazy thing about Kendrick, bro? My first encounter with him, he thought I was somebody else, bro. He low-key tried to press me.
Who?
Kendrick Lamar.
Who do you think you were?
He from a different hood. I guess some niggas jumped him back in the day. And I came to the studio and he was mad. He was like, hey, you from Almond Block? And I was like, nah, but he was hot.
With that, all of those who have been saying that Kendrick is maybe more connected than he let on are seeming to have more truth to their stories.
It's just that he's a nice guy, so we have a problem with it because he doesn't have a gangster approach. But let me let y'all know, he got 100,000 motherfucking gangsters with him, so y'all better watch what y'all say.
This is also emphasized on the album's title track, simply for the fact that he added his longtime friend from the neighborhood and real-life Pyru, Hida J3, who had been labeled his goon on the track list. Throughout the course of the beef,
I think Kendrick featured gang members to help take them out the streets rather than lean into gang culture. Like I said, these niggas can get a job at goddamn the liquor store, Home Depot, 99-cent store, Dollar General. I don't want to hear this shit on Kendrick's music. That GNX title track was so horrible. Do-do-do-do, It sounded like a child made it, like on a fucking Fisher Price instrument set. Do-do-do-do. That shit is garbage. I don't want to hear these dudes on Kendrick's music, man. This is not what, as Kendrick supporters and people who've been listening to his music for decades now, come on, man.
Took up for Dot whenever
he's not trying to hear these niggas, man.
Tell your man, since he's so tough, come to Compton, not LA. At Drake, they not the same. He literally even tried to squabble with Aiden Ross for his Dot slander. That's exactly why you got took by at Playboy Cardi. So come see what else get took playing in LA at Aiden Ross. To him, this felt like the natural thing to do for someone who had genuinely uplifted not just Hida himself, who previously appeared on the album cover of To Pimp a Butterfly by K-Dot, but also countless others.
I love, bro, to where just I don't gotta talk to you every day to represent what you represent.
O'Neal said being a rapper is definitely better than working at the liquor store. Well, rapping niggas, like a lot of them be broke. They don't, like, honestly, you would make more money working at the liquor store in a lot of situations. And like you're doing a better service. Like you're actually being a productive member of society. I've made a video about this. Like rappers and streamers and even YouTubers, which YouTubing is not my day job, but like it's useless. We're just providing entertainment. A person that's working at the liquor store is actually providing an actual benefit to society. A rapper is not, nor a YouTuber, nor a streamer. So you say it's better than working at the liquor store, but how? Especially considering a lot of rappers, most of them are in debt. Like they're negative. Like we are all in the chat. All of us are collectively doing better than them who is in debt in a 360 deal, can't even use their real name because it's that label owns it.
When you see somebody work hard and unlock doors that we can't reach and we don't get access to, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, put more confidence in me and what I'm doing and who I am as an artist. Like, shine a light on me as an artist. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Away from the beef, Kendrick got conceptual on Gloria, one of several tracks featuring his former TDE label mate SZA. It seems like a love song and perhaps an ode to his fiancee Whitney.
Imperial Stats said it's only one song. No, these niggas are scattered all throughout the album. Peekaboo, GNX, even on TV off. Oh, they're scattered all throughout the album. And like Kendrick and his team, they're good. Like none of the songs are, well, GNX is bad, but none of the other songs are bad. But it's because of how his team is handling and producing the song that it sounds still good. And I'm not going to even go there. I'm not going to even go there. We just going to keep going.
But with the final line of my woman in my right hand, my saint in my sin, ain't no bitch like my bitch cause that bitch was my pen, K-Dot reveals that he's actually talking about hip-hop itself. In this sense, K-Dot is carrying on a proud tradition of rappers writing about hip-hop in metaphorical terms as a woman. Way back in the day, Common did the same thing on I Used to Love Her, while Eminem did something similar on the song 25 to Life. Meanwhile, on TV Off, Kendrick spends a lot of the track saluting Mustard, or as he said it, sorry.
Recast was made said working at the liquor store is nothing to be proud of. It's poisoning our community. When you think liquor store, I think you just think liquor. When I think liquor store, I think a store that has basic necessities in addition to alcohol. I don't know, where are you from? I guess if you're from New York, I guess the proper term is corner store. We don't use that term like out here. But when I say liquor store, I'm not necessarily thinking, oh, they sell exclusively liquor. I'm thinking of a store that sells all types of goods, milk, water, bread, you can get some snacks, but they also sell liquor. And no, working at a liquor store is not like there's not something you should be ashamed of. Like there's many jobs at the liquor store. There's back in the day used to be the niggas who pump gas. You might have a gas station attached. Like you can go to the gas station store, but we call that liquor store. Honey buns, pig feet, that's what they sell at the liquor store. They sell all types of stuff. It's not just liquor.
But I had to. But interestingly, he did this just days
Imperial Stats, I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep pausing it, but the chat got me dead. Imperial Stats said, TV Off, he had that one little part. And this is the thing that I was gonna say, but I was like, I'm not even gonna go in on him. But think about that. Do you think he spat that one little part? Or do you think he had a whole verse and then Kendrick's team heard it and was like, well shit, 99% of this is horrible. But we want to keep him on the song because we want to be politically correct. So we're just going to keep this last part. You don't think that man had a whole verse? You don't think that verse was horrible? And that's why he's only has like one thing he's saying? Come on, man. This nigga didn't go in a booth with Kendrick and was like, all right, I'm going to just spit this one. He had a whole little thing he spat. And none of it was acceptable. Keep these niggas off Kendrick's music, man. Y'all go make y'all music over there. Let Kendrick be the artistic music nerd that we know him to be. Dude like me is not trying to hear these. Come on, man. Come on. Let me not go in on him too
Producer
hard.
kept the beef well and truly alive at Camp Flognaw, where he played Like That twice and hit the crowd with a bait and switch over Crew Love to Like That.
You ready? Yeah,
so it's
let's
only
go,
fair
Mustard.
that he gave him his flowers with that now iconic Mustard screen. But amid all of the smoke that Kendrick gives out on this project, it should be noted that it's not just rappers.
Oh my God, and I hate this. Okay, Keek's hands, right? In a perfect world, more people in the hood will have more options to get out and get up. They have all the options any normal person has. Sure, the rich people in Irvine and Calabasas, they may have more options. Bro, aren't we all from the hood? If you're not from the hood, put a 1 in the chat. 1 in the chat if you're not from the hood. Aren't we all from the hood? Didn't we all grow up with people like in high school with 800 people, 1,000, 2,000 people? Did the average person the average person explored their options? Some people worked after high school. Some people got a job. Some people went to the military. Some people went to college. Some people did an apprenticeship. They got all the options. They have all the options. Okay, we got some ones in the chat. If you're not from the hood. So it's only like 4 people. And it's like, how many people is in the chat? Like 200? It's like 200 people in the chat. And it's only 4 people who are not from the hood, right? So that's my point. Like, most of us are from the hood. So to have this whole thing like, yo, if only people in the hood had options. No, you have options. Dudes who follow that route, most of the time, follow that route because they want to follow that route. Do some of them have a gun to their head and they're forced to do it? Okay, sure. But it's not the majority. The majority of the people in the hood are regular, well-to-do, productive people who are not into any bullshit. A small percent are into the bullshit. A small percent are into the bullshit. So like the whole thing, like I get what you're saying. It's very empathetic of you, and I do appreciate the empathy. But the whole thing, like, yo, if only people in the hood have the option, they do have options. You can go to community college, and even in just community college, you got all types of options. You're not good at school, go do a trade then in community college. HVAC, plumbing, like military, people have options. 0.5. Yeah, everybody else is from the hood other than y'all 4 people. Shout out to the 4 people who is not from the hood in the chat. All the rest of it. Didn't Tupac do this exact thing and get involved with dirt when he didn't grow up in it? Yes. Yep. I was from the hood in Canada, so not that bad. Our building only had single mothers and immigrants. Why did you put LOL on that? Like, shout out to the single mothers and the immigrants. Everybody has options. I agree. There are people who live in the hood who live regular lives. Most people in the hood live regular lives. The average person in the hood is not like gang banging and robbing and stealing. That's why when we look at the people who are gang banging, robbing and stealing, and then people are like, well, they're from the hood, that's why. And no, everybody else in the hood is not doing that. But you won't get rich quick though. Yeah, that's the real thing. There's so many options. I went to a community college, transferred to an elite school, then got into Ivy League. All this by getting academically dismissed back in 2006. And that's a hell of a story. Yeah, yes, he did. My dad talks about it all the time. He's an actual gang member. I'm from the hood, born in the Bronx, but I'm not a hood nigga type at all. I listen to Tyler, the Creator. I still have empathy for the circumstances. My brother and sisters are in with gangs, though. I guess I just have less empathy. Georgie's trying to protect K-Dot. I see, P. Crawler, you're saying I'm trying to protect K-Dot, then some people are like, nigga, just go listen to Drake. Like, I don't know if y'all know how to gauge what I'm saying. You have options if you actually accept and understand that you have options. Well, in any school, they're going to tell you you have options. The fucking military comes to your school. Community college comes to your school. They recruit. Your teachers are telling you about the college application process. Some dudes just don't want to hear it. I just, again, some people are more empathetic than me. I would agree. I do lack empathy for certain stuff.
His wrath. Because in a surprising turn of events, he seemed to throw shade at a comedian too. To be specific, he dissed Andrew Schultz of all people.
Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman that's law.
This likely refers to Andrew's controversial take on what he termed as the black girlfriend effect, in which he spoke about black women in a derogatory fashion.
What is the black girlfriend effect?
You not know about
throw out the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got a buzz cut, like clean shape up.
Nah, they shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their hair.
Nah, bro, white guys with black girlfriends,
they grow a beard because there's more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of them. That's hilarious. I think the black girlfriend effect, it might be a protective instinct, bro.
An album that's filled with love, hate, and everything in between, Dog gave us a lot to ponder on this project. But with so many beats coming from the Bay Area sound that made Not Like Us a smash.
Yeah, I'm glad Louaista said Bay Area, because a lot of people associate it with LA, like the Hey Now, and even the Jerkin music. Then people associate it with LA, but it's really the Bay. It's really the Bay that's their sound. They started it type shit.
Clear he's having fun with it too.
You know, anybody who's like, Kendrick's music's not catchy, it's boring, he just makes like snoozer songs, like sleepy ass music, da 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 da. Like, you know, I'm sorry, how is that not a bop?
Yeah, there you go.
How is that not a bopper?
That ruled.
That was so fucking.
It was fun, man.
And straight away, even some of his fellow rappers have been left in awe. After listening to it, IDK said, "If you're not coming like Kendrick, don't even try to drop." The bar set. Soon, Russ also saluted Dot's incredible work. New Kendrick album is elite, but not everyone is happy. Straight away, the OVO Avengers were trying to talk down on the record, only to get clowned for it. Such as the Academics owned X account that said, "Bro went 0 for 12. Meanwhile, on Academics' live stream.
Well, Academics ain't believe that, because when Academics actually reacted to the album, he was like, yo, I take like 8 out of 10 of these joints. He was really like 8 out of 10.
chat, the majority of viewers agreed that the project was fire, while others decided to question how he heard a 44-minute album in 5 minutes. But it should be noted that Academics doesn't actually run that secondary account. Instead of jumping to conclusions, he actually listened.
You know, I see a lot of people, I see a lot of Drake fans hitting me. I think they wanted me to shit on it. I get we're in this politics era, and I keep calling this the election, where it's like, yo, if you're a Democrat, you can't admit that a Republican said anything you agree with because you're just on your side. So it's almost like gangbanging damn near. But in reality, bro, this was kind of...
This nigga don't look a little sus to y'all right here? This picture? This is like sus. Sus. React to Fantano's GNX review. Yeah, that's I did already watch it, but yeah, that'll be a good video. React to Fantano. I gotta hit excuse me, I gotta hit him up, make sure he don't copyright takedown. Shout out to Fantano.
And I see some people say it's better than what, or Untitled Unmastered is better than this. Well, Untitled Unmastered is a very integral, like when I always said To Pimp a Butterfly, I ranked it high, but it had low replay value. This is Kendrick trying to also find that good medium of songs you guys could listen to over and over, and then songs with the message that is probably deep or heavy that you might not listen to all the time.
I don't care what nobody say. This picture right here is sus.
And I think the best way is to find the balance. I think he's trying to find the balance, if you ask me. So I know some Drake fans wanted me to like shit on it. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's good. I think it's a good tape, right? Now, if this was his album, I'd probably say it's a little bit above average, but it doesn't come nowhere close to how those albums are kind of being critically acclaimed, right?
Although he tried to resist, he was ultimately forced to admit that it's great.
Let's see what y'all are feeling about it. I can't sit here and in good conscience tell you this is whack. For me to say that would be me lying. And at the end of the day, I love music. Even
See, that's why when I do my little academics videos and he be having like these, making up these narratives about Kendrick and Drake, I just be like, yo, I always lead with academics is smarter than this. And I don't understand why he's doing it. And you can see it here because he's given a complete, he just listened to the album, right? He's giving a complete unbiased. Like, I'm not going to pretend like this shit not hard. I'm taking 8 out of 10, 10 out of 12 of these joints.
I have my favorites on one side, and I don't think it's whack. I don't think it's whack. Okay? It kept me interested. He threw a few jabs. He was still saying some shit.
Alongside the album being a musical triumph, Ak also had to acknowledge that this project addresses criticism that he didn't do enough for the West after the pop out. After Not Like Us came out, Academic said he had to make amends for using the hyphy sound, despite not being from the Bay or really putting on for local artists.
He might need to give a feature. Who he might need to give a feature to? How many features he might need to give? Because also, let me ask you a question. The song that some people believe that Kendrick just defeated Drake with, Not Like Us, is a song that definitely uses a Bay Area sound. Kendrick is not from the Bay Area, but...
And yeah, this is like one of them things where academics is trying to drum up some smoke. But now after GNX, then what do you have to say? He featured them people. He featured the West Coast artists. What else do you have to say?
That is still part of LA culture, it's still part of the West Coast. But with that being said, you know how many people have used that sound that never popped? Does Kendrick owe them a feature? Yo, you just won your beef, or you just came up on your beef using our sound. Let's use the same logic, people. Yo, bro, what's up with a feature? You're capitalizing off our sound. That's like just like what Sauce Walker said with the Jersey Club shit, right?
But now that he's had Dodie 6 on Hey Now, AZ Shike on Peekaboo, Wally the Sensei on Dodger Blue, Hida J3, Peso, and Young Threat on this project, it's pretty clear that he's got his ear to the ground of what's occurring in Cali hip-hop.
Why he didn't shout out Lefty Gunplay? Why he didn't shout out Lefty Gunplay?
Before you ask a personal question, you got to retract what you said.
About what?
Yeah,
you said
facts.
Dot wasn't going to give none of them niggas on stage no features. He put all the young homies on from the city on the album.
Well, this is what I would say. I think I'll say something better. I think we encourage him to do that. I don't care why he did it, but he did do it. So I'll give him credit for doing it. So, and I thought that was a great look. I thought it was a great look, even though he could have still named them on the songs because we got to do some Googling, but fans do that anyway. But I do think that was a good look. That was a good look, AD.
With GNX, we get an album from Dot that explores all sides of him, permitting his hate and anger to coexist with his desire for peace. In essence, it's a true Gemini's album encompassing everything that's inside. In fact, he seemed to hint at the concept behind it in an interview from just last month. I don't believe I'm an angry person, but I do believe in love and war.
Not this interview. This softball ass interview. Why not? This album is good and leave it there. Yeah, I mean, well, he gotta give it expanded. People want to hear his actual thoughts. They don't want to just hear one sentence. Leave Lefty alone. I ain't saying nothing about Lefty. Shout out Lefty Gunplay. I think he has a cool rapping name, Lefty Gunplay. Like I think that's a cool rap name, to be honest.
to exist. And my awareness of that allows me to react to things, but not identify with them as who I am. Just allowing them to exist and allowing them to flow through me. That's what I believe. Whatever you think about the record itself, it's clear that it stopped the world in its tracks, and once again proves that Kendrick is at the top of his game right now. Once again, these words relate to what he said as the Super Bowl announcement came to pass. Rap music is still the most impactful genre today, Lamar said in a statement at the time. And I'll be there to remind the world why. They got the right one. On GNX, he can consider us reminded. And if DJ Head's recent tweet is anything to go by, this might only be just the beginning. It's your boy Louaista, and if you guys like this video, you're definitely gonna like
Shout out to that boy Louaista. We didn't watch that one yet. Why Young Thug abandoned Gunna? I don't give a fuck about either of them. So yeah, man, I said what I had to say. I think I've done my controversial takes for tonight. Shout out to the lurkers. You ain't in the chat, but you know, you watching. Shout out. I see you. I do see you. Lurkers, I see you. Just hit subscribe, hit like, and we're all good. You don't got to say anything. It's fine. Just hit subscribe and like. But shout out to all my chat folks. I see y'all in the chat. Y'all still going. Unfortunately, y'all know I like to keep these live streams nice and concise. 1 hour. That's it. Respect your time and respect mine. I like to respect everybody's time. So that's all I got for today. I might drop a little video. Let me see something real quick. I might drop a little video. Not today. I had a video about Joe Budden, like his reaction to the whole Kendrick album, but it got copyright takedown. I guess I could kind of show you guys, huh? Let me show you guys a little bit of it. Let me see if I can find it. I just been creating so much content. I don't even know if I can. Is it on my? Is it in here? Yeah, Budden on Drake lawsuit. I can kind of show you a little bit, but I don't think it's ever going to come out because I got copyright takedown. Not even just like copyright. I can't monetize it. I can't even post it. So
yeah, I'm trying to go buy Futures Publishing. Stratosphere. We're not jeopardizing. Talk you off out of depression. Future came out and said some comments. I mean, people
battle, and now you're trying to find it. Yeah. So that video will probably never come out. Because it's just a straight up copyright takedown, which is rare. I usually only get that with music. I really never get that like with podcasters, but that's fine. I might have a little something else to drop for y'all, maybe tomorrow or so. Get our last little. A lot of people have comments, and you know they have comments and what's the word I'm looking for? Advice, I guess, about the Kendrick album and the Drake lawsuit. So I do want to get to that while it's hot, and just give some pushback to some of the bigger takes out there from guys like Ak, Joe Budden, Charlemagne, et cetera, et cetera. So anyways, that's all I got for y'all today, though. That was a live stream. Thanks to everyone for joining in, and shout out to the chat. You know, I fuck with the chat. I like my lurkers, but we love the chat. I like the lurkers, but I love the chat. Shout out to y'all. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.
Peace.